right now. I've been waiting 8 years for this rifle, and I just took it to a mile on its first magazine. And I'm shooting a piece of firewood that's like this big, it's white, and I'm gonna show you, I'm measuring it with the Leupold scope, the spotting scope that's got the reticle in it, so you can see that it actually measures about 0.15 mil tall. And yeah, it's a little bit wider than that, probably about 0.2, 0.3 mil. But anyway, you'll be able to see that for yourself in the picture and in the video. The gun this is insane. I haven't changed anything except to add my Terminator brake to the front of it, and it is like a frickin' pussycat to shoot. It is so soft shooting. And yeah, we just made multiple hits on that thing, or like, you know, just like right beside it, just super, super close to it. This has got the quick release on the side, and so right here and here, this is a removable system. I could switch this over, change barrels out in a couple of minutes. Under 5 minutes, I could have this from a long range weapon and a medium range weapon down to a CQB weapon. The other super cool thing is that I can switch the calibers out and I can put a fresh barrel in this thing. And I actually bought a 308 barrel for it too, which I'll just go and grab, and I'll show you how that works. I'm using the Hog Saddle here too, which is now my favorite. This is the replacement barrel, and you can see there's no barrel nut or anything. This little slot right here is so that the pinch bolt can go through and hold the barrel on, and it is ridiculously good. Both of these are 20-inch barrels. 1 11 1/4 twist with the 308 and 1 8 twist with the 6.5 Creedmoor. I was thinking about it today and kind of questioning, you know, whether I even wanted to get a 308 barrel with this rifle, and then I got to thinking, you know, 6.5 is awesome. It's super, super awesome in extended ranges and stuff. But if I want to push a slightly heavier bullet at shorter ranges, I'm going to probably just use the 308. You know, I can push the 308 out to 1,500 meters with my 24-inch gun. Probably can do it with this thing too, if this thing's even half as accurate as this other barrel here. The other thing, you chronoed the barrel. So all I've done so far today, this is like the first time out with this rifle, first time ever shooting it. Yeah, all I did so far was I actually took the rifle out and zeroed it at 100, roughly 100. Got a nice little group with it, and my heart was freaking pounding. I've been waiting 8 years for this rifle, so just a little excited to get out and shoot it. And I just got this stupid idea, like, okay, let's throw up the tripod and see if we can do a mile with it right off the bat. That was almost it was almost too easy. Like, this thing's so ridiculously accurate. Pretty sure Lewis Machine and Tool is gonna like this review. And same with US Optics, because holy crap, this scope is accurate. Wow, yeah. The only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch out to a TriggerTech trigger, because that's my go-to. Doesn't need anything else besides that, obviously, and even then it really doesn't even need that. The factory trigger is, albeit heavy, but it's a nice 2-stage match trigger, and as AR-15 triggers go, it is really, really nice. It's a nice break, and I bet you it'll even get a little bit nicer as it wears in a bit. But they have done such a fantastic job. There's nothing about this rifle that is not just absolutely top notch. It's got ambidextrous action release and lock. It's got ambidextrous mag release. It's got ambidextrous safety. Really nice finish on the action. Whatever it's coated with is really, really nice, really, really smooth. And then this is ambidextrous too on the action release, the charging handle release, sorry. They sent it out to me with the adjustable cheek piece, which I might do a little bit of work to, just because I want to bring it forward a little. It's a little bit far back for like how I like to shoot it. But it's really nice. I'm not sure how well you guys can see this, but it's got thumb wheel adjustments. It's got multiple QD cup attachments. You've got your course adjustment here, and it locks in. It's absolutely solid. There is no movement, no rattle, nothing is moving. It's very, very positive. The adjustments are indexed, so they click into place, kind of like a scope. And yeah, you're good to go. Just 1 second. So yeah, moving on. I mean, we're shooting with the Hog Saddle here. Let's see if I can get you guys in on that. And it is a fantastic system. It's so we're shooting with the Hog Saddle here. This is obviously the bolt side of it. The handle's on the other side. Quite a bit of adjustment. If you wanted to go, I mean, let's switch this around here and you'll be able to see what it looks like on the other side. I mean, pretty much everybody in the freaking world that's familiar with long range is familiar with the Hog Saddle. I mean, you've got this course adjustment. You can throw a tool in there if you really need to crank it down for a heavy gun. Set this back in here. And right here on the rifle, before I forget, is the 2 pinch bolts, and that's it. You just lock the action open, you undo these 2 bolts, barrel slides out, you slide in the new barrel, and you're off to the races. When you're setting up in the Hog Saddle, you want to be fairly balanced. And I love this ball head. Man alive, that's nice. This is only the medium one too. But I mean, you can shoot up and down some pretty steep angles and stuff. If you had a shorter magazine, like a 10 or 15 round, I wouldn't be having this issue here where it's hitting. But this is actually a 25 round magazine, which is another thing that just makes this setup just absolutely amazing. I mean, you got 25 rounds of precision rifle ammo here, ready to freaking go. I mean, this is an amazing setup. The smoothness of this head is awesome too. With my old setup, I mean, that was okay. Actually, it was horrible compared to this, but it was okay for a while until I could afford the Hog Saddle and stuff. But there's absolutely no comparison. I think I would have had an easier time shooting my first elk. I mean, I took that thing off my old tripod on the run at it was on the run at about 500 to 600 meters. Let it a little bit and then got it. It dropped, and I mean, this is just so much easier. The big struggle was always like going from the tripod setup, taking the legs off and setting it all up and getting it into the janky Manfrotto head, and then dealing with all the crap with the handles and getting it all lined up. And this, it's set and forget. I can adjust it to be however tight I want, but I mean, generally speaking, you want it to just let's see here, just be like that, where you just set it and then forget it. It'll hold that position but still be nice and smooth so you can track back and forth. Yeah, again, really great job, guys. Another cutie sling cup right in the back here, right in here. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. And then moving forward, you've got ambidextrous everything. It's ambidextrous safety, ambidextrous charging handle, ambidextrous action lock and release, ambidextrous magazine release, And then you have their very, very nice, high quality action here. The coating on here, it appears to be some kind of like Teflon or something like that, and it's very, very smooth. The thing is just buttery smooth. You don't have that cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching like you do with cheap ARs. Moving forward from there, I got to pull this thing out of the hog saddle a minute, move it back. These two bolts right here are actually meant to be removed. So you would lock your action open, and then you would remove these two, obviously gun unloaded, and then you can slide the barrel out, slide a new barrel in, change the caliber, change the barrel length, go from long range to CQB. You've got everything from, I believe this is going to fit 16 or 18 all the way up to 24-inch, like extreme long range barrels. You've got enough rail system on here, you could throw night vision on the front. And then you have what I chose was the M-lock system, because I didn't want any extra rails and stuff. I'm not one of those guys that just loads a bunch of crap on the front of their rifle. But if you need to, you can still add your laser rangefinder and all that stuff on there. You could throw a flashlight on it. You could really truly turn this into a do-it-all sort of MacGyvered up gun. The optics we're using are the US Optics B17. It's got the TMR reticle in it. It's got the illuminated reticle system for night vision compatibility. And it also has the fully illuminated Tremor 3 reticle, which allows you to use all of that stuff at night, and that I chose in illumination in red. And it's a mill-based reticle, which I really like, and just a fantastic setup. Like absolutely everything works here. It's just amazing to me to go out, zero a gun, and then push it to a mile on its first trip. That's insane. I haven't even gone through a full magazine. I think you can probably see that it is. You can see where the rounds are. So yeah, really insane. It included really nice QD swivels, really nice positive ones. The buttons on these are recessed, so there's not so much of a chance of accidentally knocking those loose or something like that. You have about 48 centimeters of rail space on the top. That works out to about 1.5 feet. And yeah, it's a really wicked setup. Now I gotta go take some pictures so you guys can see what the whole thing looks like. Oh, before I go though, we have it set up. We actually have it set up with a brake it's actually meant for 338. This is the Terminator brake, and as you see in the video, it is super soft shooting. We're also going to be testing a new suppressor design as well soon, and that I'm told is supposed to be pretty amazing too, and quite a game changer. So it's the LMT heavy bull barrel, M-lock, ambidextrous everything, and then they're really nice buttstock here. And yeah, what a rig. Truly a game changer. Another US Optics scope that I bought, and just absolutely insane, worth every penny. And really, you don't believe the hype if somebody tells you can go to a cheaper scope and get the same performance. You really don't. You don't get the dialing, you don't get the clarity in the glass, you don't get the true reticle, even on measurements. You have movement inside. So like I was saying before the battery died, there's really no comparison. We had that German company, IOR or whatever, scopes out this summer. Night Force, Vortex, Zeiss, Leupold, Minox, that's a lot of ums. And the US optics just destroyed them all. The B25 it was so clear, made so many first round hits on that thing, so many tiny targets. And as the video shows, if you haven't seen that one, 2 shots like right beside each other at just about 3/4 of a mile in the stupidest mirage. This was a lot of fun. This is probably the most fun I've had making a video in probably all year. I mean, it's freaking hero conditions out here, but still, that's still pretty ridiculous for a 20-inch gas gun and 6.5 Creedmoor. This is a surprise for anybody who's watching this video. There's a giveaway, and to celebrate the rifle that I just finally got after 8 years of waiting, we have several things to give away. We have an LMT, genuine LMT bag for your AR-15. It's got pockets for mags, carry handle, shoulder strap. Really nice, well protected, lots of padding. Okay, so we have that. And we have a set of worn scale mount, either 20 or 0 MOA mounts. And the 20 MOA is gray and the 0 MOA is black. On top of that, we have a really nice LMT coffee mug. It's in here somewhere. Maybe I should unbox that. I will say the mounts, I use them for evaluation, that's it. They're still like brand spanking new. So let's unwrap this mug and have a look at it. This is our first like unbox. Well, yeah, I guess it is kind of our first unboxing. So, giving away this sweet coffee mug from LMT Defense, and I like it. I actually don't really want to give it away, but I'm going to give it away. All you have to do to be entered is you've got to go to desertdogsforveterans.com, and you've got to make a donation of $25 or more. And then we're going to give this about 2 weeks, and then Desert Dogs for Veterans is going to draw a name from those that have contributed. Shelly, she does a ton of work. She rescues dogs and then she finds homes for them with veterans in need. We were very blessed, very lucky that we were able to get a dog from her last year, last Thanksgiving. That's part of the reason why we're doing the giveaway at this point right now, is we're coming up on Thanksgiving. We've just had Veterans Day here in the US, and we've just had Remembrance Day in Canada. So please, support our veterans, do what you can, and like I said, a minimum $25 contribution. And who knows, we might even do a runner-up on the other mount if there's somebody out there that's... So back to like my dog and stuff, with Desert Dogs for Veteran, they had a dog last year that came out of the Utah desert, along with another dog that was really badly malnourished. And Zohan, he came to us with some health issues and stuff, and nobody else was willing to take this dog in, so we took him in, and shortly after we got him, I discovered he actually had a bullet lodged in his shoulder, and so I used field surgical kit since it was already actually just sitting under the skin, and took that out. And then we spent a couple of months of time and putting him on Melaleuca antioxidants, got him healthy again, and man, this boy is he's just full of love. I mean, he's so thankful. And so if you're helping Desert Dogs for Veterans, you're helping a veteran, you're helping out Shelly, and you're helping out a dog. So you're helping a lot of people, you're helping a network, and it's really important work. I mean, with all the veteran suicides and stuff we have, it's super important that we are doing our part to prevent them. Especially in light of how badly mistreated they are by the system and by society. So yeah, please do your thing. And said we'll do a drawing in about 2 weeks, and I'll do another video and I'll announce that drawing as well too. So thanks for joining us, and please let us know in the comments what you think of our channel. And yeah, that's all.